Hello, hello. Let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to be doing some playthrough for Sandbox and the Alpha Pass in just a moment. I need to kind of get ready. All right. I think the first thing we're going to do here is start up our Sandbox game. And then I'll give a little bit of introduction, what's going on here. Okay. While that is kicking off, let's just double check the volume here. The music, gonna lower that just a little bit. So one of the things that I was doing recently is getting involved with the play-to-earn economy, gaming environment, and winning NFTs, and trying to get into a monetized gaming environment. And it was kind of challenging. So for the last 3 weeks, I was submitting a bunch of Twitter posts and all kinds of stuff, hopefully to win this Alpha Pass, which would let us play through the game a little bit. I even had some friends trying to help me out a little bit, and totally unsuccessful with trying to win any passes. So I ended up buying one here at the end. And now we're going to play through to see if we can make it. All right, so I think the first thing that we want to do is greet these guys. Oops, tell you what, we got some crazy music going on here. Let me turn off the music for the game in there. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so here we go. What I need to do is I need to get to level 5 to win the prizes. So I'm at level 0 right now, and I've got to meet up with this guy right here in several different levels and work with him and see what he's going to have to say. So let's see if we can do that. And we've only got a few hours left until the whole Alpha Pass or Alpha Challenge is done for this season. So let's see what we can do here. So we walk up to this guy. We can do E to speak to him. Splendid, a new traveler has arrived. Did you know if you own an Alpha Pass, you can complete the Alpha Quests? An Alpha Pass? Question mark. Yeah, an Alpha Pass is a special NFT, non-fungible token, which will allow you to visit all the lands in Alpha. You can also claim special rewards at the end of the Alpha if you complete all the Alpha quests. What is an Alpha quest? You must complete Alpha quests to progress in the Alpha. To complete Alpha quests, you must visit places in the land. An Alpha Pass is required to access all the lands, which we do have the pass now. What is an Alpha Pass? We'll go ahead and ask that. Oops. Let's do, can I do Alpha Quests here? Indeed, I can give you an Alpha Quest for the Alpha Hub and some other Alpha lands. Look for me and the blue exclamation mark above me, and in the other lands as well. Tell me a little bit more. So there are 3 points of interest you must visit to complete this land's Alpha quests. They are located in each of the factions, the heroes, oracles, and scientists factions. And yes, I want to do the alpha quest, so we'll select that rather than maybe later. Marvelous. I've marked the 3 locations. Look for the yellow targets on your screen, touching the glowing signposts at each of the points of interest. All right, I'm on my way, so we'll answer that way. So what we've got now is, you see here's a little gold target. There's another one up here. And let's kind of turn around a little bit. You see those yellow targets moving around our screen. Ah, there it is. So there's one, there's a second one, and there's a third one right here. Now they're behind the walls, and that's why they're kind of moving around kind of funny. And if I try to walk towards it, then you'll see there's a wall in the way. So we've got to figure out where to go. And of course I've played this for a little while, so I kind of know we need to run down this hall. Then we'll take a left out here and continue a little bit more. So now you can see coming up these stairs into one of these sections, and here we go, right here, that first sign. We've got the hero section. So that was as easy as it was. We've now got one of the 3 locations. Of course, like I said, I've already played this. This area had been free to play for the last 3 weeks, so I've gotten a little bit familiar with this area. Some of the other areas are going to be new to me. So let's go find those other 2 diamonds. So there's one over there, one over there. Again, they're going to be in the other sections. So that was the section there. Let's come down into here. And here we have the scientist section. Again, touching it. Now we have 2 of 3. So we can run back out. Again, I'm not trying to spend any more time. I've got a couple of other videos where we have spent a little bit more time discovering and exploring. Right now, I am just interested in quickly getting this alpha pass. And there's the oracles area. So as you can see here, we completed our 3 objectives for the oracles area. And now we are done with the alpha hub quest section. So we could just respawn ourselves to get back to the landing point up here, but it's close enough to run. I'll just go ahead and run this time. And then we can talk to this guy again. Amazing, you found all of the alpha quest locations. Find me in some other alpha lands now to find more alpha quests. Okay. And as you can see, oops, we can just say okay to that. And back up. So as you can see over here, we're now level 1. And can I click on, I don't think I can click on that. Yeah, it's not letting me click. So with level 1, we have earned a certain amount of prizes. Let's see, it's just, we've got a couple of little chat rooms I thought I'd check here. All right. Let's go ahead and check out some of the other areas for alpha quests. See if we can get some higher levels. So here we have the Dungeon of Dummies. I think it's the way most of us are pronouncing it, Dumb-Y-Z. And in here, there's a couple of items that we've got to, I think just one item or 2, I forget. But this was another free area, had been free without an alpha pass. And so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking with these guys right here. I'll just move up on this guy, press letter E. New challenge, yes, challenge accepted, and go get the sword, and let's move on. So we're going to talk to the guy in blue, got to find him again. I do want to read this more carefully this time. I know one of the locations that we need to go, but I'm not sure if there was a second one or not. So, Alpha Quest, welcome to the Dungeon of Dummies. Traveler, there is a notable place that I would like you to see. Complete this quest to earn the alpha progression. Sure, I can find it. Great. Reach the point of interest called Forgotten Gargoyle. I'll do it. So it sounds like there's just that one place that we need to go. And as you can see right here, marked on my map, we've got the diamond shape with the little yellow target. And so it's down here. So I will just go ahead and run down, let myself fall down in here, touching that sign, Forgotten Gargoyles, and that was it. So I completed that. Now you can see up here, I'm already at level 2. It was that easy for this particular one. Not all of them are going to be that easy, of course. And from this point, I don't need to do anything else in this map. So I'm just going to press the H key, which will take me back to the hub, the Alpha Hub. And we will move on through some of these next sections here. A little slow to load. I know that they've talked before about optimizing the load times and the graphics and all that kind of stuff. I'm really happy that we have something to be playing right now, and so I don't mind a little bit of delay in the loading at the moment. Dead Mouse's Land, Smurfs, the NFT Institution. So this has been another free location that's open to everyone. And I know that there was a couple of spots, I think 3 spots in here, that we should be able to get access to as well. And I've played this one a couple of times already since it was free. So I just need to go and do these during this alpha phase to make sure to collect the rewards here. All right, so let's find our guy again and speak with him. So the Metaverse Guide says, Alpha Quest, welcome to the NFT Institute. Traveler, if you'd like to move your alpha progression along, find some of the Institute's notable places, well, such as... The Institute has 3 points of interest, the main hall, the atrium, and the main hall basement. All right, I'll do it. And I don't remember where all of those places are, but as you can see, we've got 1, 2, and 3. It's probably the basement down there. Diamonds with targets. So let's see if we can find these places quick enough. I think one of them is just right here, super easy one to get to. The main hall, there's our 1 of 3. The next one is up some stairs somewhere, and to be quite honest, I forget how to get up there, but it might be up here. Oops. There it is. And so there's the atrium, and then we want the sub-basement, and can I just jump over this? Maybe not. If I had been playing a little bit more often, then I might have found the quickest way to get to where I'm trying to go. Oops, there we go. There's the basement. And I can just jump off the stairs here, no damage for falling. It's somewhere down here. Where is that little, there it is. There we go. Main hall basement. So now you can see we've got our 3 of 3, and that's it. Now we are level We were level 2 a minute ago. Ah, I guess that did not get us a progression to level 3. That's fine. They just want us to do more work. Okay. This is also where Snoop Dogg has his section, and some Bored Ape stuff was as well. So let's get back to the... Let's just do a command for respawn to get back to the landing zone really quick. I can get right back to this guy, speak with him. Keep exploring, traveler. We're glad you're here. Keep exploring. Did I not find all those that I needed to find? I thought I did. I don't see any more gold stars. Let's just come back to these again. I wonder if there was a glitch. Of course, we are in the alpha version, right? I don't remember having a glitch in that before. And it looks like I'm not able to do anything with those again. Just make sure that we are getting counted for all of these. Let's see. I forget. There it is. And that was up here, I think. In our basement. So it looks like I'm just going to press the H and go back to the main hub. And come back into this one and do this one again real quick. I get this strange suspicion that maybe there was a glitch and somehow that didn't get counted. It's possible that it did get counted just fine, and I just haven't done enough work to make it to level 3 yet. But because the Metaverse guide was saying continue to look around, that makes me feel that perhaps there was an issue. So we'll just try it again. I'm really not sure what to expect from the Metaverse guide when playing the alpha. This is the first time I'm playing with the alpha pass in my hand. All right. Let's try this again. All right, so I think coming back into here, we can now talk to him again. Welcome to the Institute, such as 3 points of interest. I will do it. And so let's go back in there and find those points again. So the main hall, as you can see on the right-hand side, there's 1 of 3. Great, we found the main hall. Good, we got a check mark for it. Sounds good. Let's look for the stairs. I think it's here. And we'll walk up here. There we go, 2 of 3 on the right-hand side of the screen. There's the Atrium. Green check mark for that. All right, so now we're at 2 of 3. Maybe I was just moving too fast away. I don't know. And there's the basement. So we'll check that out real quick. And here it is up here. And we'll just stay right next to it this time. 3 of 3, green check mark. Main hall, you found that, green check mark. But notice I'm still only level 2. Okay. And that's fine. If they want me to do more work, that's okay. But just out of curiosity, I think I am going to come back to this guy out here and see what he has to say now that I'm much more positive I did complete all those. Keep exploring. We're glad you're here. Thanks. Okay. So it wasn't a bug. He's just going to say, keep exploring. I wish that he would say, congratulations, you found these 3 here. Go to another land. Okay. So we'll just press the, oh, if you didn't know about pressing the H, you see down here there's some keystrokes. We can look at NFTs or press the H for hub, or we can press the letter O. Oops. Let's back up here. Or we could just press the letter O to get options. And then under settings, we could look for controls, see all the controls, and then that will show you your keystrokes. Maybe I shouldn't show a lot of this stuff right now since we're not really trying to explore the game too much. I'm just trying to get through the paths pretty quickly. So let's just do a H for hub. All right. The music that's playing in the background is a little loud in my headphones, but I think it's actually pretty soft in the mixer. If anyone wants to speak out in chat if it is too loud. Okay, so let's do this. Club XYZ is another free area. It's been open to us the whole time. And it's a place where we can dance. Dead Mouse is in here. I think there's also some Alpha Quest discoveries in here for us as well. We'll see if this advances us to a next level. We're trying to get up to level 5, which is going to allow us to get specific bonuses. So we're going to find our Metaverse guide first, speak to him. Alpha Quests. Welcome to Club XYZ, Traveler. While you get down to dance, there are some notable places, plural, that I would like for you to find. Complete the quest, this quest to earn Alpha Progression. All right, I'll find my rhythm. I'm sure. Locate 4 points of interest: the stage, the club, the control panel, and the duck. Stage, club, control panel, and duck. And I don't really remember where all of these are. I think one of them is like around just this first part back here. Or maybe there it is. There's the duck down below where we're at. Okay. So let's go, oops. Is it up here around the front? Maybe not. Okay. Oops. Getting trapped by all these guys in here. All right. So let's come downstairs first. I think this is the club down here. So we'll just walk over this. Yep, there's the club. So we got 1 of 4 for that. And I don't think there's anything else down there. Oh, no, there is actually. think it's right in here. Yep. Little secret passageway. It's one of the things I really love about some of this stuff, little secret passageways. So there's the control panel. Got that one. So we've got 2 of 4. And somewhere, I think it's this direction, we're going to have the duck. There's the duck right down there. So I've got that. And then, oops, we're going to find the stage, I think, is next. Oh, for this case, let's just do respawn to start over at the beginning. And then that way we don't need to walk up. And then I think just straight ahead up here, maybe, let's see, I think it just might be down in front here. Yeah, there it is. The stage. Awesome. So now we are level 3 over here. Very good. Okay. Oops. All right. So just 2 more levels to go. Hasn't been too difficult for us. Oh, and we can just press H to immediately zap out back to the hub. The Alpha Hub. Let's see what other things that we have available. So I think we're just about getting to the point where the next few items are going to be new to me. I haven't done any of them. And so they are definitely going to take me longer to complete. I'll have to explore a little bit more. Okay. So let's just see where we're at here. So we just went into Club XYZ. Coming up is going to be the Care Bears later, Atari's going to have something later, Snoop Dogg's going to have something later, The Walking Dead later. So I don't think any of those other places are accessible through this map. But I don't know, I don't remember. So I think what I need to do at this point is come out to the web browser, and while we're out here, let me just take a minute to kind of show you a little bit about what we're trying to do. Let's come over here to Alpha and see. So I've got 9 hours to complete these things, and here's this map. As you can see here, I'm hovering over the Alpha Hub section, which I've already completed. Notice this is Alpha Quest completed. And I guess there's that green check mark for it. The NFT Institute, check marked. The Club XYZ, the Dungeon of Dummies. And up here, this one's been visited, and I guess it does not have a Alpha Quest in it. So it looks like those. And then we've got all these other sections that are not done. So I'm level 3 right now in the things. Let's go ahead and check out rewards here real quick. So for the rewards, I'll get 1,000 sand, and I'm level 3 right now, which means I've got 200 sand for level 1. I've got an additional 100 sand plus this alpha gate right here. And I think this number down here means that there's only 5,000 of them for the 5,000 alpha passes that have been created and minted. There will only be 5,000. So there's only going to be 5,000 alpha gates, only 5,000 swords and dragons as well. So those NFTs could be fairly valuable. And of course I've made the 100 sand for this, and I've got the alpha sword there as well. Level 4 will get me an additional 100 plus a dragon. and level 5 will get me an additional 500 sand. So we add up all the sand there for a total of 1,000 sand, plus those 3 NFTs, the gate, the sword, and the dragon. And I've got 9 hours to complete the rest of this here. And then in 9 hours, or 9.5 hours, I will be able to claim that, but I won't be able to claim it until time is up for everybody. So if you are wondering when you can actually claim your prizes, it will be after the contest ends. All right, so let's come back to find alpha quests, which should show us the map, I think. Yeah, so here's the map. And there are 2x2 sections, and there's 1x1 section that are much smaller maps. I think what I would want to do, since I'm a little interested in saving time, is do one of these 1x1s. Just because I feel it's a smaller space that I would have to run around and try to do something. And none of these I've played before at all. These have all been closed off to me until now that I own the pass. So I've seen a couple of videos where people have played through these, but I really do not remember them at all. So it's going to be very new for me. So I'm just going to click on this one. Pulls up Edge of the Abyss. Not visited. Haven't completed this. Let's go ahead and play that. Travel. All right. So now you'll see how long some of this takes. All the maps up till now I've had a chance to play around before, so you saw it was very quick. But these I will need to explore and discover. I could have prepared a little bit more by watching the videos of other people playing through some of these. Well, let's see what we got. So let's speak to this guy. Alpha Quest. Welcome to the Edge of the Abyss, traveler. It can be dangerous, so you should get to know it well. Find its key places if you wish to earn alpha progression. Sure, which places? Oh my goodness, look at all these different places. This one might not have been the best one. The Old Mine Shaft, Sunken Towers, Circle of Fireflies, Oracle's Temple Barge, and Maw of the Abyss. Wow, that's quite a few. I'll do it. So, of course, as you can see, we've got all of these gold diamonds everywhere with the targets, 5 special locations, and so they're all over the place. We're only interested in the alpha rather than chatting with this guy and doing one of the normal quests. Really just want to get to the alpha stuff quickly. So I see that there's a gold, oops, let's not fall down there. Looks like there might be something in this room here. Yeah, there we go. There's the mine shaft, so there's one. Let's take a jump down the mine shaft. Maybe this is a waste of time. We can talk to this guy, but I don't think that's going to help us. Yeah. So as we come out here, you can see that these are all over the place. Ah, I see one right in front of me. If I come up to the edge of this, can I jump that far? I might be able to. Ah, there we go. So Oracle's Temple Barge right there. Okay. Let's see where some of these others might be. See, there's this gold star right here, but see how it's moving around very fast. So that kind of tells me that it might be far away on the other side of that wall. So let's climb up these stairs, perhaps. And that's maybe a little, maybe it's higher than I can jump. Let's back up a little bit and see if I can do a special little trick. All right, let's see how I'm going to get over there. Maybe this way. Let's back up a little bit. Oh, I'm in the interesting little space there. Sorry for the weird screen movements. The game seems to kind of all, if the viewing distance from my character moves into a wall, then it kind of zooms in like this rather abruptly. Let's see, is there something over here? Sometimes there could be secret hidden passages. See where that's going to be way up high. Same thing with that one. It's behind the other side of that wall. Here's one that's down lower. Let's see if we can get to this real easily and quickly. There we go. Maw of the Abyss. So there's 3. So we've only got 2 more to go. And those 2 are way up there somewhere. So I think what I'm going to do is just do a /respawn. And it might need to be lowercase. Okay. So now from the top, let's look around a little bit more. Looks like those things are going to be, I think they were on the other side of that wall. So let's run this direction. And maybe like down here, this side, perhaps. So let's just see what's down here. This is a different area. They kind of seem to be under me right now, don't they? Let's jump down here. Both of those still seem to be below where I'm at. I'm going to back up. I'm going to try to see which one of those is higher, because I think one of them is higher than the other one. But it looks like I still can't. Let's jump down here. That'd be interesting. Sinks at the floor there. So let me stand on the edge of this. And then from here, I can try to look where those might be. You know, maybe even on the other side of this wall. Can I walk through the fountain? Waterfall? Sometimes there's hidden spots where if you stand in a certain location, although I don't see anything there. Don't see any way to get up. That one's pretty close to there, isn't it? See, that one's the one that's on top of my character right now. It's almost right behind that wall. Like through here? Ah, look at this. There we go. Circle of the Fireflies. What happens if I stand on this? Yeah, later on, I don't have enough time now to really explore too much. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I don't have enough time right now to explore these as much as I would like. But this will be back later. So we'll take a closer look at it some other time. So that's, the last one is going to be up a little higher. Doesn't look like I can get there from that point. See, can I jump? And jump up again. And it looks like it's up a little ways. I'm trying to look for a way to jump up there. I might have missed my opportunity. So I'll tell you what, we're going to do another respawn. And see where it is. Can I talk to this guy again? Is he going to tell me the name of it? Not that it really matters. Still looking. I wish he would tell me what they were. But we don't need the name of it. We're just going towards that icon there. And it looks like it's kind of behind that wall. Or sometimes there's secret passages. Just come out here a little bit and see if this can help us get a better bead on where it's at. It's down pretty far. I'm gonna jump off of here. And maybe there's a way that we can get to it from, tell you what, let's take these stairs. Oh, there's a little doorway. Where does this lead? We're not gonna read that now. And it doesn't look like that helped us. Maybe we need to jump across here. It just looks like it's so far down. And I don't know if we have to climb this ladder to get to some other location. Oops. See, it might be a matter of us needing to be up here and walk across this little bridge to get over to someplace different, like hopping up to here, and up to there, and up to there. And now it's so far away. See, we might need to get up someplace higher to be able to get to that spot. I'm gonna take a gamble and say no, that it won't be that difficult. Although it might be. Looks like it's still down a ways. So somewhere right in here, I think. Unfortunately, I think I'm stuck. I cannot get up on those. So that doesn't really help me. I think I've lost it already. Unless there's another way, like coming down further. I'll Allows me to go into another hidden location. But I doubt it. Oops. And I landed onto something that caused me to respawn. All right. Let's try this again. Let's come down these stairs this time. Seems to be behind this wall, so I wonder if there's like a secret doorway. Let's come up here. Maybe into this building. Oh, there's a ladder. It's kind of a tight space, so it's a little difficult to see what's going on in here. But I don't think there's any hidden passages. I might have just gotten myself stuck back here. There we go. I was able to jump out. All right, so how can I get myself? Let's just jump down here. And it looks like it's behind that wall. Doesn't appear to be any secrets in here. Just gonna walk through that? Nope. All right. Let's see. I remember being somewhere over here before. That waterfall just really looks sneaky. I mean, I would hide something behind the waterfall for sure. If it was me. I wonder if we could just walk through that door, but it doesn't look like it. So it's down that direction somewhere. Kind of where that waterfall is. But lower. I'm going to check out that waterfall again and just see. Yeah, I'm not able to. Oops. I was just getting behind the waterfall. Let's try to walk through any walls there. In the map that I was making for myself, I put a hidden, oops, now we can do a little cheat. We can kind of peek behind that wall. Trying to get an angle to see if there's something down there of interest. See, it's just right down there. I feel like if we could get over there, that might be the place. Excuse me. Oh, this looks like a little cubby hole, but does not look like it's going to get us what we want. If we cross this bridge, it's an aerial source, but I want behind that wall. What if we just walk through here again? Through this water? There was somebody else here, so maybe they know something. Looks like we need to find the downstairs. It's like right here, but it's down a level. Let's see if somebody else will say something here. It's the Circle of the Fireflies. There's a little secret hideout in here somewhere. Secret passage. Now, somebody else was standing up on top of one of these things. It makes me wonder if I could jump up here. Looks like it's just a ceiling. I need to get lower. Oh, but look at that. There is a hole right there. Check that out. So let's just jump over there, huh? If we fall down there, where are we now? Oh, look at that. There it is, right there. Sunken treasure. Boom. Found it. Woo! Look at that. All right. So we're half the way to level 3. And if we do a respawn now, to start back over here, again, I think this guy is not going to tell us anything new. Glad you're here. Metaverse is glad you were here, as am I. Keep learning and keep searching. Thanks, I will. Found them all. Good luck. Okay. So what we will do now is a come back to our web browser. And let's see. The Edge of the Abyss now says it's complete, and we are at 3.5. So let's do the Big Brawl. So I've seen somebody play that once. Again, I'm going to have no idea how to do it. We'll travel. I think in the future, it might be better to maybe pay a little bit more attention to the other streamers who have a pass early, just to figure out where I need to go, because that took me several minutes, didn't it? Tell you what, I'm not sure if y'all are paying attention to the music or not, but let's just come back over to here, and we'll replay our music. Royalty free, it's always fun. Okay. And get back into here. All right, let's look for our little Metaverse guide. And one time he was past this, so let's talk to this guy first. Hey, are you looking for adventure, epic fights, adrenaline rush, all of the above? You brave or crazy, or maybe both? Let's see if you're a brawler too. I'm gonna need a sword. No problem. Look on the altar nearby and you'll find what you need. Once you're done, I'll open up a hole for you to jump into the fighting rooms below. Defeat every enemy in each room and come back to me. Of course, we don't need to do that. This is not our Metaverse guide, but we will pick this sword here. I'll take the one in the middle. And then he said there'll be a hole that opens up. You can jump down. And let's see if we can find that guy. There he is. And this is the only thing that we're interested in right now. So welcome to the Big Brawl, traveler. A place of competition and conflict. You should acquaint yourself with the notable places right away. Doing so will earn alpha progression. Okay, where are they? 5 points of interest. Another 5. I wish you to see Goblin's Room, Barbarian Room, Skeletons, Egg, and Automatons. I'll do it. Okay. So over on the right hand side, we've got our 0 of 5 places to go. And as you'll notice, we have our little gold diamonds, little yellow diamonds. So this is the egg room right off the bat. And let's see if we can just maybe not even have to worry about fighting everything. See, there's number 2. Number 3. Four. Notice they are opening those doors. Is that gonna bust down the door? Doesn't look like it did. And number 5. So that one was actually really easy. So I think that completed it for us. Notice that we're level 4 now. So we definitely want to do the ballers and not the abyss one. If anyone's watching and you're trying to complete it quickly. So I think that's good. Let's just get out of here now. Coming back to the web page, we can see now that we've got the Big Brawl up here is complete. We are at level 4. We see the rewards. We now have the dragon. We only need to complete level 5 to get our final one. All right, find alpha quests takes us back to the map. And so Villa Deluxe, I think any of these is going to be just as unsure as any of the others. All right. Okay, so here we are. And let's find our blue guy. Oh, he's up here. Oops. Speak to him. Welcome to Villa Deluxe, traveler. This could be a model for your own home in a land. Get to know it by finding notable places on the grounds. Complete this quest to earn alpha progression. Sure, I'd love to look around. Glad to hear it. Reach these 4 points of interest: the first floor, the stable, the pool, and the rooftop. First floor, the stable, which looks like maybe it's back there, the pool, and the rooftop. Those seem like that's easy enough. I'll do it. So let's just, yep, that looks like a stable right over here. So there's the stable. So let's try to find the pool. And I think the pool is right up here. It looks like that's a pool. And this is the sign for it. So there's the pool. Very good. And then we will do, let's see where the others are. The main floor, so maybe inside. Look at that. There's place number 3. So we only got one more, and that looks like it's upstairs somewhere. So let's find these stairs. That looks like some good stairs right there. And even up a little higher. And there we go. Look at that. The rooftop. Perfect. So there's our 404. And that means that we're, oh, look at that. 4 and a third. That's okay. So they're dragging this out for us. So now that we're done with that, we will go to web pages again. And map. And let's do Tropical Park. Travel. Okay. Let's talk to our guy. Oh. Alpha Quest. Welcome to Tropical Park, traveler. Travelers are always welcome. Find much to see here. Always find much to see here. And there are some places I would especially like you to visit. Complete this quest to earn alpha progression. I'm on it. Which places? The 4 points of interest I want to make sure you see are the Paradise Bar, High Point, the Maze, and Mysterious Gorilla. Okay. Looks like all of those are probably down below where we're at. It appears so. Oops, nope, there's one over there, up a little higher. Let's start with that one. Although, it's over there. I don't know if I can jump over this or not. Went too far. So if we did go too far, is there anything down on this level? Ah, does seem to be something just right here. Paradise bar. Thank you. And then up there is one place we need to get to. Maybe this same level over here. Look at this, hidden behind that wall. Very good. A maze, which we're not going to try to walk through the maze yet, but actually, I wonder if something is actually in the maze. It's like, below where we're at now is the other one. So how do we get down one level? Is it through this maze? Maybe. Let's see if I can get a quick peek here. I say I can't walk through that wall. Oops. See, is it up here? Oops. Nope, that just took me out. I don't know if this is actually going to get me anywhere, to be honest. Looks like there might be a couple of places behind these walls. Some people are able to get up there, perhaps from jumping. See how this person's doing it. It looked like they just went through that wall. So I think we're gonna get up here, and from here, can we just walk through the wall? Doesn't appear to be that easy. Wow. Tell you what, not sure where we're at. Respawn. Let's try to do this little thing again here. I want to jump on that. Ooh, I made it that time. Did I make it? And then a ladder. There we go. High point. Very good. So one more objective. And I see that it's down there. Sometimes from a high point you can more easily see where something is at. It looks like it's right, see it is. It's right down there, but how do you get underneath there? That's the question. And that's the trick too, right? It might be someplace like right in here. Except can't fall through that. Need to find out a way to get downstairs. Sometimes it might be as easy as stepping on a certain square. Walking Dead area. Got stuck in there a little bit. What about in here? Is there a secret hidden path under the water? I would do that. I did it in one of my games that I'm working on. But I don't see anything from here. So it's somewhere. Let's just see where this person's going here. So obviously there's some invisible walkways. Is that how you have to go to get into that location? That's pretty crazy if it is. Oh, what do we have here? Look at that. I think this is it. Lucky there. Mysterious gorilla. Awesome. So that is our last section in this map, which means we're now 2/3 of the way through level 4. So let's just go to, you know what? I want to stay in here just a minute more because I did not really see how to get in here very easily. I just stumbled upon it really quick. So let's come back up to here and let's just see where we're at. Okay, so there's a couple of these flowers by the entrance, because when we come in here again, we might want to know that. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's do this. So as you can see, we're now 4 2/3. Let's do Rusty Cliff. Ah, man, I'm not sure about that one. It's a really cool place, but it seems like that one's going to be difficult. We'll go ahead and do it anyway. Trout. From what I've seen, and I have seen this one played a few times, this one's really beautiful. Lots of three-dimensional aspect to it. If I had more time, I think I'd love to explore it further. There's our little guide. Let's see. There's Rusty Cliff, Traveler. This is Rusty Cliff, Traveler. Even here, there are places of interest you would do well to investigate. To earn alpha progression, you must visit all 5 of them. Which 5? Passage of Ruin, Lone Tree, Island, Eternal Tears, Top of Somewhere, and Guide Statue. I'll do it. Okay. So now we've got our points of interest marked. Here's first one. Guide statue. Good. So 1 of 5. So it looks like pretty far up there is another one. See up there? How would we get up there? That'll be 2. Looks like there's one below us down there somewhere. Looks like there might be one on this level further into here somewhere. There it is. Passage of Ruin. And with the Passage of Ruin, it makes me think that it is actually a passage. So let's see where some of these others might be. So we found 2 of the 5. And look at where those... Here we've got... There's 1, 2, and 3 more. So you can kind of see a little bit. Looks like this one is going to be way up at the top of that. And then for these other 2, this one's almost below us, it looks like. And that one is going to be a little distance away from us, below us. So... something below us there. There's something way up high. I kind of feel like I want to get up high first. Oops, that wasn't any good. Let's take the bridge. Got too excited there. Am I hitting my head? What's going on here? There we go. And then jumping up on those, really? Seems a lot more challenging. Although I do think that I heard somewhere that it is challenging. Oops. I think there's going to be a different way to go. Let's do one of these down here. That one right there. Look at that. Eternal Tears. There's 3, so we've got 2 left. And I think both of those are going to be up pretty high at this point. It looks like, oh, that one might not be. This one's up maybe a little bit. I just came in from that door. Maybe it's through here and up this ladder. And so let me see if I can see it going right next to my head right there. Could just be right around on the other side of this thing. Ah, there it is, right over there. Let's see how we can get there. I think we can jump. I'll just jump to there, and I think we're going to need to jump to the far side. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we should be able to do this. There we go. Lone Tree Island right there. Now we've got 4 of 5, so the last one is pretty high up there. So how do we get up there? But it might not be up at the very top. So we've got to find a way inside. And I feel like maybe across this other way would be the way to do it. Maybe here? These stairs looks promising. Maybe up these stairs. Up this ladder. Still up quite a bit more. So there's a ladder right there. Ah, and this is where I was before, trying to climb up that little thing. So, is that really the only way to it? I don't see any way there. I'm beginning to think that this is the way that we're going to have to climb it. I feel that way because there's a ladder there. Oops. One of the pitfalls of not looking where you're going. Okay. So that's going to be tricky to get up that direction. Let me climb up here. And from here, I don't know about that. If we go off to the left, I don't see any way to get up higher. Let's zoom out a little bit and see. Yeah, I don't see any way to go to the left and then jump up that high. So it looks like the right-hand side is going to be the way to do it. Oh, can we just go through this door? Or this door? Oh. All right, oops, walk, oh. Precarious edge there. So, see if I can do this here. Oops. I am not really good at this kind of movement. There we go. Oops. Didn't quite make that. I actually don't feel like this is the best way to do this. I'm going to try to jump onto that little ledge right there. Keep overshooting that. Oops. And then even if I got there, I'd have to do some kind of crazy maneuvering. Let's see if I can do this jump. Nope. All right. All right, so now we're going to try a shift with our jump. I'm going to try to jump over to that balcony all the way over there. That was a big fail. All right, so how do we get up there? Tell you what, I'm going to respawn and just see where we start. And let's find that little... Okay, so it's up there. So I see a ladder over that way. Let's check that out. And another ladder. This, to me, seems like it is a more viable solution. Is that a Care Bear? All right. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Yeah. So can we come this way? Looks good. Yeah, this feels much better. And there it is. Awesome. 5 of 5, 3 of 3. Alpha objectives complete. Level 5. Look at that. So I think that took me about an hour to get through all those. I guess we could look at the time of the stream. And that completed all of my objectives. So let's check this out. We do have 5 of 5. See rewards. Everything's checked. So this means that in about 8 hours, we should be able to claim our rewards. Now, here's the thing. We have got... I would have loved to have won the Alpha Pass, because right now, 1,000 sand. If we take a look right here, sand is at the price of $4.87. It was up a little higher. In fact, if we take a look right here on this particular day, it reached as high as $8.48. So if we multiply that by, and that was per sand, right? So one sand token was $8.48. So if we multiply that by 1,000 sand tokens that we just did win, we just need to claim them, then that would be $8,480. So that's pretty good. Plus the NFTs. Now, of course, right now, the value of sand has decreased quite a bit. And so it's only at $4.87, which means ultimately with the 1,000 sand, we've got $4,870. And of course, if we look back here, when the price of sand was much lower, then of course it was only 86 cents back on these days. So your value would be a lot less, right? And of course the value could crash back down. I mean, it's only been up that high since, when is this date? October the 28th, you see at the bottom of my screen, October 28th is right about the time that it started to shoot up. And today is December the 20th. So over about the last 2 months, it has done some crazy movements. But we don't know what's going to happen next. It could come back down. And here is the issue that I have, or the dilemma that I have right at this moment. I'm looking for, this is the alpha pass right here. And so we can see that the current price that someone is selling one of these is for $6,000, which that is what I paid for it as well. So I paid $6,000 for this pass because we didn't win it. And with the value of it right now, I only won $4,800. So I did not make as much as I paid. But what I can do right now is I'm going to just hold that 1,000 sand tokens, cross my fingers, and I'm going to hope that the value of that sand goes back up over $6. And if it does go over $6 right here, then I will have made back the money that I spent. And if it goes up to 7 or 8, that means I will ultimately have some more. We also have to be aware that in our prizes, back over to, where was that? Here? In our prizes, not only do we get the 1,000 sand, but we also got these 3 NFTs. One of them is an alpha dragon. Looks pretty interesting. And if we come back to our OpenSea page, which was one of these, this one. And if we do a search in the alpha or the Sandbox assets section for alpha, there's the pass and here's the dragon. And look at the dragon right now. So right now it's selling, if I wanted to turn right back around and sell that, it's selling for 25 bucks, right? Kind of a cool looking dragon right there. But that asset does not give me a lot of money. However, if we take a look at the Sandbox items and search for dragon, there are several other dragons here. Bloodless dragon, forest dragon, and you can see that the price of some of these is radically different. This is 51 sand, so sand is what, about $5 right now, so $250 for this. But this one right here, let's see if we can find any. That one looks, okay. This is something totally different. It's not a dragon. But take a look at this. There's a flame dragon. Almost 0.5 ETH, or almost half an ETH. Same thing with one of those. And so, what is half of Atrium? Let's come back over here. and we'll load up an Ethereum chart. And so, look at that. Ethereum just took a huge dump just right now. That's just, hold on, what's going on with this? Oh, December 19th. So that's just right now, an hour ago, took a major dump. So, but half an Ethereum is still half of this. So we're talking about $1,900 for that dragon. It's pretty good, I think, for this dragon. So now what we have to do is just try to wonder or guess if the alpha dragon, there's 5,000 of them. What about this one right here? If I click on it, there's only 200. That could be one reason. But it is currently selling for $1,800. And we can even scroll down a little bit more. So here's the listings. People are listing. Of course, people could list it for whatever they want. Some people are asking, they're offering $386. But one of the more interesting things is to come down to see the item activity. And we can look here. 10 days ago, it sold for just 0.1. But here, it sold for 0.48 10 days ago. 0.4, 0.5, some more 0.5s. So just recently, I guess, some people have been selling them for a little bit less, but they had higher value before, and people were buying these. I mean, these are actually sales that were made. So that's pretty good. And now we can just hope that the Alpha Dragon does the same thing. If we come back over here and do the search for Alpha again, and open a new tab, then offers. We don't have a whole lot of offers, and part of the reason for that right now, no history, is because these items, the dragon specifically, you're only able to get these from the Alpha Pass winnings, which no one has been able to claim yet. We're all of us are going to be able to start claiming this in 8 hours. So we don't really have an idea of what the market for that is right now. But I'm going to guess that ultimately it's going to sell for a lot more than $25. And even if it doesn't sell for that today, because it's a special limited edition item that I think has some legendary properties. Let's see if I can look at some of these things. If I come to here, one of the things that we can see with this item, can I click on this? Yeah, it says it's a legendary Alpha Dragon. It has some additional power and defense, which are gems that are built into this. You can see here, if I click on this, it's a rare. It's got 2 gems built into it right here. So 1 gem of each of these adds 25 points to the defense and the magic ability. And gems are a rarity that, well, maybe I should have a whole other video describing that right now. Let's just for now be aware that the number of gems embedded into an NFT are going to give it a amount of scarcity and power that will make it more expensive than an NFT that's not built with the gems. So here we have the sword. It's an epic. It's got 3, here we are, 3 gems in it. We've got 2 of these and 1 of these gems, 2 power and 1 speed. and then 4 gems in the dragon, 3 powers, and 1 defense, for a total of 4. And so that makes it a legendary. And so that alone should mean that it is worth a lot more than the other dragon that we saw. Although I didn't notice if that one had gems built into it or not. I'm going to guess probably not. So this one probably should be more expensive in the long run. Okay, so we've got 8.5 hours. Now here's the conundrum that we have. Do I help a friend of mine, or do I suggest even that a friend of mine goes out and buys another one of those passes, and then I can help step them through this process? If we come back over here again, that Alpha Pass, $6,000 is what you would have to spend for the ability to even play. You saw that we completed it. It was pretty easy to complete. We've got 8 hours to go, so we should not have any problem completing another one. I could help a friend step through that. But would it be worth it? Because right now we're paying $6,000 for something that is only going to give us 1,000 sand, so it's only going to get us back 4,800 in sand token immediately. What's the likelihood of sand dipping down lower, meaning we would have less value, or coming up here to $6 per token? My guess is that looking at this chart and a longer term, and even maybe zooming out even more, this looks like a really healthy consolidation period where I think on this day, somewhere near the end of October, is when Facebook announced that it was going to be changing its name and branding to Meta to get into the metaverse. And this Sandbox is a metaverse opportunity. They are probably one of the best examples of what I really do feel is going to be the embodiment of what the metaverse is trying to become. It is not going to be owned by any particular or single centralized organization, although right now there is a centralized organization of developers. Ultimately, they are going to be turning over all of the power to the players, who are going to have a governance based on the amount of sand tokens that we all own. So the more sand tokens we own, the more voting rights we get, and we can control the project. The Sandbox itself is a platform for developers to build on top of. So if you want to build a game, whether it's a shoot 'em up type of game or slay the dragon, or it's an experience like a concert, or experience like just looking around, like the Botanical Sunken Gardens, or I live in Texas, so we've got a neat little place called the Japanese Sunken Gardens in San Antonio, Texas, to go and, it's a physical place, you go explore, and it's pretty neat. And so you could make a experience here in Sandbox. The Christmas Miracle is a great example of an exploration place for us. It's already been done. And so when the Sandbox, or as the Sandbox provides a platform for building these different types of experiences, then when Facebook released this information about the metaverse, and so many people jumped on board and they went to all these different metaverse companies and projects, and started to dump a bunch of money into it. There was a huge amount of hype and weight, maybe too much hype too quickly. People realized, wow, the price of this is shooting up pretty fast, faster than what's sustainable. And so it's okay for there to be a healthy level of correction. It doesn't seem like it's dipping down too far. It could drop lower, but I feel that we've kind of hit a bottom right in here. And so many people believe in the Sandbox as a project that they are not allowing, if enough people are trying to dump their sand tokens to allow it to come down to this level down here, enough people are buying them back up to keep the level above this floor. And I do believe that the Sandbox has probably one of the best chances to become one of the biggest metaverse opportunities and projects that's out there right now, for many reasons, and I'm sure I'll have a ton of videos about that over the next few weeks. So I do believe that we will end up getting above 6,000. I'm not necessarily interested in getting my money back or out of it at that time, but it'll feel good that the money I spent, I am getting a return on that investment. I do expect that it's going to go above $8 or even $10 a token. So that'll be good. If that's the case, and we also consider the NFTs involved, then maybe we do want to encourage a friend to buy one of those extra passes. And right now it looks like they're selling for 1.5 or just about 6,000. If I look down here, you'll see that these are offers of people saying, hey, I'll buy one for 1,100 sand. And if we scroll down here a little bit further, here is an offer that I've put in right here for 900 sand. I was trying to get it for a little bit less, 4,400. If we can earn 1,000 sand, and sand is about $5 right now, then we can earn about $5,000. So I was hoping to spend a little bit less, but it looks like more people are piling in, that they're willing to go just a little bit over 1,000. And of course, that's because you're going to get 1,000 back. And so the little bit that they're putting over is probably because they feel confident that the 3 NFTs that are also being offered are going to have more value than 115 sand. And I would say maybe so. But that is a risky call, and quite a bit of money to put in, $6,000 for someone that was less sure. I'm pretty confident in the Sandbox as a project. So I think if it was me, and of course it was me a couple of hours ago, I did go ahead and buy one for myself. To recommend it for a friend, man, I hate to, I can't really offer financial advice. I've offered suggestions, or not suggestions, I guess, but even just saying what I would do. Like, I did buy the pass for myself this time, and I've mentioned to friends in the past things that I've done, gotten into Bitcoin early and so on. But every hour that goes by, or every day or month that goes by, things can change. And if a friend, or I've had friends get into something that I knew would be successful, like Bitcoin, and they got in at a bad time, and then the price of Bitcoin dropped, and it dropped for a couple of years below their initial price. And of course, it did shoot up higher than they put in, but in that particular case, I had one friend that pulled out at a loss, and another friend that stayed in and ultimately got more out than they put in. But it never feels good when you make a suggestion and a friend ends up losing money from that, and then feels bad, or it takes you years to be in a negative position before you can feel good about a positive, if it ever happens, right? So I think I'm probably going to end this stream right here. We made it through our pass. I don't want to ramble on too much. I'm going to chat with some friends, see if they're interested in doing that. Again, if we come back over to here, we've got only 8 hours before this contest is done. So if you are going to buy a pass, and you do it soon, the alpha is going away. There will not be any more way to access the alpha, or actually, I think what's happening is there's going to be no way to even play the free versions of the alpha coming up at the end of this 8 hours. There is still going to be the drafts gallery, and so we'll play around with that a little bit more this next week. I've got a ton of things. I think I'm going to start doing some giveaways myself. So if you are interested in earning some crypto or winning some crypto and maybe some other prizes, go ahead and like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff to me. And as I put out these live streams or other videos, then you will have a chance to win some crypto. Something else, just to kind of show y'all some things that are going on that I'm involved in, that is other ways that you can win, and I'm sure I'll talk about this a little bit more later, is staking. If we come over to maybe to here, and we look at staking, here we can see I had been staking on the Ethereum block right here, and I pulled all that out. It's earning a lower amount of interest. And to be honest, I don't think that 67% annual APR is right. Just like for the Matic network, I don't think right now it's 302% APR. The math that I've done shows that it was closer to 91% a couple of days ago, when this number showed, I think, 600% or 700%. I think the math that I was doing showed that it was really more like 91%. So I'm going to say that right now, if I were to do the math on how much I have and how much I'm gaining, maybe we'd be looking at closer to 45% APR. But still, 45% APR gains on some investment is huge. So I do have quite a bit in my pool, but in the last, I think 24 hours, I have gained about 826 sand. And so if we multiply that out by $4.80 or about $5, right? It's close enough to 5, I think. This line right here is 5, and it just dipped below that just recently. But I think it's going to get back up to at least to this line right here. And it's close enough to call 5 without being too ingenuous. Then that's what, about $4,000, right? 800 times 4. So $4,000 in a 24-hour period. That's pretty good. Like I said, I've got a lot of money in that. And I was working out for another friend of mine that was going to be putting in about $1,000. And I think I did the math on that and figured tell you what, let's check this out right here. So I was doing some work on this, and I think I came up with this little thing right here. So if they put in $1,000 with this 91% APY that I was kind of seeing was the reality of my situation, then they would be making $75 which is $2.50 a day. And if they had put in a little bit more, then they would be making a little bit more. One of the reasons that I have January the 15th is because these super high percentages are only going to be good for the next 4 weeks, as Sandbox puts in a higher amount of staking rewards for the next 4 weeks. After that, they're going to cut their rewards down by about half, and there are a lot more people jumping into this now and starting to do staking. So that's going to dilute the pool, because of course what Sandbox has done, let's come back over here. Sandbox is only giving out 500,000 sand tokens each week for the next 4 weeks. But once that 500,000 is taken, then there are no more rewards for this week, right? So I've taken almost 1,000 just myself, and that only means that there's 500 more thousands that are going to be divided up by everybody else over the next 5 or so days. So that doesn't give a whole lot of opportunity. And then after the next 4 weeks, then it's going to drop down to, I think, only 300,000, which will be less of the pool that we will all have to share. And there are some really big players moving in a lot of money. So when I put in my money, I think this was closer to about 20 million sand was already in the pool. And so as you can see, 24 more million have been added since I put mine in. There's just a bunch of people dumping a ton of money, and some of those people have got massive amounts of money. Right. What we could do is we could claim our money here and put it back into the pool and get a bigger percentage of the share. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I think if we claim, that might cost us some kind of a penalty or withdrawal fee. I'll look into that a little bit later, and I'll do probably a whole video. If y'all are interested, put a comment down in the comment section of the video and we'll see that. Okay. Like I said, I think I'm going to wrap it up for now. And one thing I did want to show for some of my friends, something I ran across recently is there is a new, very interesting way to make money or team up with other people, which is, I kind of feel like what we were doing as friends to kind of pool our efforts in together to win one of these passes. And that's a digital or a decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO. We're going to start hearing about that a lot more if you have not already heard about those. So this particular one is called Yield Games, or Yield Guild Games, or YGG. You could do a Google search on them. They are becoming very well known. So it is a guild of game players that work together to, as a community, to play video games, and specifically blockchain games, to win money. So they are being funded, and they have investments where these players are working in a community to all go in where they can win NFTs, and those NFTs are worth a lot of money, and so they're pooling their resources together. And I feel like myself and maybe a couple of my friends would want to get together and do something very similar, where we are sharing rewards from the efforts that we have. It is becoming a lot more popular, and some people might have time or money or both, or different skill sets that we can each bring to the table. And again, thinking of this as a organization, maybe as a business, where each of us are bringing something to the table to help our organization win, that could be good. So as an example, if this Alpha Pass is going to cost $6,000, and I have a little bit of money to throw at that and to buy a pass, but I don't have the time to play, and you saw me play there in just an hour, so I do this time have enough time, but maybe coming up in a few weeks I don't have enough time. Or one other thing that sometimes we have to do, I spent a lot of time these last 3 weeks doing tons of Twitter challenges for the Sandbox. And so if we scroll down through the Twitter feed, what we will see down here a little while down is some of the things that we are being asked to do. Let's see if I can find some of those real quick as an example. So here's one that says, the festive season is upon us. Show us your best Christmas-themed memes from within the Sandbox. So the criteria is we need to retweet this post. We need to reply. We need to retweet the post. We need to reply to this post with our creation. So here are people that have created memes based on the Sandbox. And then we could win an NFT, and they were giving away 25 Alpha Passes for some of the best top winners, or maybe I shouldn't say best top, this might have been randomly chosen, winners for people that were coming up with things, memes. And so if we click here, can we click this? So when you love winter but hate feeling cold, and all right, not sure what that's a meme about necessarily. Show me a real Christmas tree. I said a real Christmas tree, or now perfection, being a Christmas tree from within the Sandbox. So maybe that's a little bit more of a Sandbox related meme then, right? And so it would take a little bit of time to come up with a meme to do. There were other things that we would have to do, like we had to, day 14 was one of our chances to win an Alpha Pass, and what we needed to do was go into Tropical Park, and we needed to fill out a form here that asked us, I think the form just had what your wallet address was or whatever, but we needed to find what experience lies east of Tropical Park. And if we come over here to Alpha, then we can see right here, here's Tropical Park, and to the east, well, it's Rusty Cliff. So what I did for my answer to this is I just pulled up this screen, and I took a screenshot of this, and of course over here we can see Rusty Cliff. We could even click on that to pull that up here. We can see the location is 3-1. and it was asking what are its coordinates. So we would give, let me click on this thing right here and open up this tweet's responses. So here you can see people saying Rusty Cliff, its coordinates are 3, -1, and they've got a screenshot of it. Here's someone else, Rusty Cliff, 3, -1, and they've got their screenshot of it. So different people had slightly different takes on that, but everyone's trying to win that alpha pass by replying to this tweet and taking a screenshot of that. Of course, it doesn't take a long time to make that screenshot and reply to the tweet, but it does take a few minutes. And if, let's come back up here for just a second, if there's 15,000 people that were doing that contest to try to win, you can imagine that if it's just me by myself, then it's not very likely that I would win. 1 in 15,000 chance to win that. But if there are more of us, then it's more likely that one of us would win. And then if one of us wins, then maybe we can all take some kind of advantage of that. We might think of that as a lottery pool, for example, although I think it's, I don't know if it's quite as difficult to win this as a lottery. You saw how easy it was once we had the pass to actually get the rewards. The most difficult thing was getting the pass, right? In the future, I think that some of the rewards will be easier to get in certain ways. And I'll show that as we take a closer look over the next couple of weeks of other NFT gaming or other NFT games that I've been looking at a little bit. Let's see. Something else that I wanted to do here was find maybe another example. So here's day 13's challenge. How many NFT ducks are for sale in the Alpha Duck collection? And so again, let's pull up the specific answers that people were giving. And here's what people were answering. The answer is 6 ducks. And there was a little bit of question on if the turtle duck was one of them or not. And so people were maybe adding a different bit of answers already in here. But ultimately, I think this is the answer that they were looking for. 6 ducks in the Alpha Duck collection. And you can see those 6 ducks, and someone took a screenshot of it. For us, if I was over here and I come into Marketplace, then we can see what is being sold. And if I scroll over here and I look at the Alpha Ducks collection, the Alpha Ducks NFT collection, and I can see that there's these 6. I take a screenshot of this, and that would be the answer that I would post onto the Twitter reply. And you see most people are doing that same type of thing. Lots of similar answers for that. There was a time earlier on, I think what happened is somebody saw, or once one person posted how to see the answer, and everyone else is doing the same thing, right? Of course, here we see the sidebar, and here we don't see the sidebar. So they're doing slightly different things. But I think once one person showed how to get the answer, everyone else did. Because I remember that, like in this example right here, this person does reply that there are 6 ducks. But if we look at this, we can see that the output or the screenshot of this looks different in a vertical. It looks like they're also doing this on their mobile device, which is probably one of the reasons it looks different. But I do remember seeing that there was some early screenshots taken when, as an example, rather than looking up at the Alpha Ducks collection itself specifically, then people were just going into the marketplace in general. Let's see if we can do that here. And just searching for ducks. And if you just search for ducks, oops, that didn't really get us what I wanted to show. Let's try this again. So here we are. And can I search for ducks here? Yeah. So, or even just duck. So you'll see here that there's actually lots more than 6 ducks. And I think there was some confusion about what 6 there were. In fact, even just right here, NFTs for sale, and you can just see 8 right here. 2 of these, of course, are not in the Alpha Duck, in the Alpha Ducks collection, right? And so that was a little bit confusion, but if we come over here and click on Alpha Ducks, we can see which were the 6. Anyway, the point that I want to try to make is that there were lots of contests that we could do, and this took some time for me to step through. And if there was someone who could do some of this stuff as a team, we might be able to team up in a guild and win these types of things. And not just for the Sandbox, but there are a ton of other NFT games that maybe we could work through. Again, some of us might have more time than money. Some of us might have more money than time. Some of us might have an art skill. So like that meme challenge, it would be really good. I would not say I'm an artist at all. That's probably why I didn't win that challenge. And there were a couple of challenges that I've seen from not the Sandbox necessarily, but from some other things that I've been seeing that required us to do a lot of retweets and tweets and follows and all this kind of stuff. And maybe if we had, again, someone with a little bit more time, then they could run through all those challenges for us as a team. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later over the next few weeks. Until then, I'm hoping to put a team together to win more NFT games. So get in touch with me and we will see what to do from there. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I hope everyone who is getting an Alpha Pass manages to complete that here, because we've only got another, 8 hours at this point? How close are we getting? 7 hours and 54 minutes left. All right, good luck, everyone.